Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Jamila and welcome back to my laboratory. Today, we're going to use our Cricuts to make Dad a super cute gift box. I'll have everything I use linked in the description box below. And if you like this video, you learned something new, give your girl a thumbs up, share it with your friends, make sure your bell notifications on so you don't miss any of my new and upcoming craft tutorials.
Alright guys, to begin this project, we're going to need this beer gift box file from creativefabrica.com. And as you can see, this design is only available as part of your subscription. So if you don't have a subscription to Creative Fabrica, I'll leave the link in the description box of this video where you can access Creative Fabrica for $1 for your first 30 days. Will you be able to get this file and anything else on this website that you see that you like? And one thing I love about Creative Fabrica is you get the commercial usage rights for anything you download, the fonts, the images, the SVGs, anything. Okay, so yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and download this, and then we'll just go ahead and go into Cricut Design Space. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and open up a blank canvas in Cricut Design Space, and we're going to go ahead over here to Uploads. Let's go ahead and upload our SVG into the canvas. Now there's just a couple of things we need to do with our design before we're actually ready to go ahead and cut it out. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and zoom out just so we can see a little bit better. And you see everything is grouped together. So what we're going to do is just make sure everything is, make sure that we select it and go up here to our right toolbar, which is our layers panel, and go ahead and hit ungroup. Now we'll just go ahead and delete just a few things that we don't need. We need that, but I'm just going to move it out the way. So the rest of this text I'm not using, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. Now, if you can see, like right here, you see these lines on the inside of this, which is which will be the handle of the project. You see the lines right here? When I click it and I look up here in my top toolbar, it tells me it's a basic cut. But I know I need this to be a score line, right? So what we'll do is go ahead to this drop down menu and change it to score. And then we'll select the score lines in that shape and attach them. Now this tells your Cricut machine that you need that they need to score it and then cut it together. Because if you don't attach them, and I'll show you what I mean right here. So we have these lines right here as well. I'm going to change it to score, but I'm not going to attach it. All right, cool. So this one is, we changed to the score lines and we attached it. This one we just changed to score lines, and we're going to go ahead and hit make it. Now you see the score lines is up here by itself with not on a project. And the project that it needs to be scoring on is down here on the separate mat. This is the one we didn't attach, but you see right here where we changed the lines to score line and we attach them. That is why you need to attach the score lines to your project, right? So Cricut knows to score and then cut. Right here, it's going to score. You know, if I have like paper on this mat, it is still score, but it's not going to score on this shape that we need. All right, so let me just hit cancel. Go back, and we're going to go ahead and attach. All right, go ahead and select both and attach. Okay, now let me just unhide everything. Okay, yes, so that is all the pieces. Let me go ahead and ungroup this. And same thing for here. We need to change these to score lines as well. Awesome. So also what I need to do is let me hide both of those because I need to take these and group them together so that I can hide that, and I'll be able to select both of these layers and attach them. And then we can just unhide it and bring it back. I believe it went. Let me see. Okay, yeah, there it is. All right, so that was really the only changes that we need to make for this project. So once we have that, we'll just go ahead and hit make it. And this is what it would look like on your mat. So I'm using 12 by 12 cardstock. So this is actually fine for me, to have all the pieces right there, whatever. But what I like to do is save time. So I'm going to change this to a 12 by 24 inch mat. And I'm just going to move these around a little bit. So, I save cardstock and save time because I don't want to be loading, because the project before I changed it to 12 by 24, it was 5 mats. I don't have time to be doing loading and 5 mats and stuff. So I'm going to put two 12 by 24 pieces of cardstock on this one mat, and that's just going to save a little bit of time, and it's going to save some materials as well with me moving things around so that they fit better and I just have less waste. Right, so I'm just making sure everything is above the 12, and Cricut won't let you put anything over here anyway, so that's good. That's gonna be my first 12 by 12 piece, and then I'm just going to make sure everything, because like I said, I'm putting two 12 by 12 pieces of cardstock on here, so I know there's going to be like a connecting line right here, so I'm going to put the rest of my items under that line so nothing gets cut off. And just to be safe, I'll just go ahead and put everything under the 14 and just kind of put everything like to this one side right here. Okay, and we're gonna go check out our second mat. And for my second mat, I'm just gonna use regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So I'm just gonna make a few changes, making sure nothing is over the 8 and nothing is below the 11. And I don't know what this line is for, so I'm just going to go ahead and hide it because we don't need it. And for mat 4, it's just best at ever. All right, so um we have everything situated pretty much. So now we can just go ahead and move over to the Cricut.
And once again, guys, everything I've used will be listed in the description box of this video. Once we have everything cut out, we're just going to go ahead and remove it from our mats. And when you're dealing with cardstock or any kind of paper, I find the best way to remove it from your mat is to kind of roll the mat like this and just peel the cardstock off. And this helps it lay flat and not be like all curly and stuff. So it's easier to work with. So I figured I'd start off with the easiest part of this project, and that is making the card. So we're just going to take these this piece right here, and I'm just finished poking out some of the holes that didn't come out all the way through, and we're just going to go ahead and glue the two white pieces on the inside. I'm just using my Tombow glue, making sure that I get a nice even layer, and then we're just going to go ahead and stick it on there. Once we finish the inside of the card, we'll just go ahead and work on the outside. And all you need to do is just glue these two little pieces right here to the outside. And we're done. So now, like I said, since my adapter for my scoring tool is broke, so I'm just going to go ahead and hand score these with my little tool thing right here. And if you have to hand score it yourself, it should look something like this when you're done. And then we're just going to go ahead and take some double-sided tape and add it to the little bottom flaps right there. And you guys, when you download this design, it also comes with the PDF of instructions. So if at any point in this tutorial you think I'm moving too fast or maybe you missed something, you can always refer to the PDF in your downloads. So once I have everything all taped up, I'm just going to bend what needs to be bent. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start attaching things to that bottom circle. And when you finish, it should look something like this. So now that we have the base out the way, we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing for the top. I'm going to go ahead and score it, add my double-sided tape, and bend what needs to be bent. Then we're just going to go ahead and start assembling this. Now, when y'all do this part, make sure you put the tabs underneath and not on top, because at first I did that and I had to take it apart. And I was like, girl, you tripping. So anyway, this is what it looks like when you're done. And now we're just going to take our rectangles. I added some double-sided tape to the rectangles, and we're just going to go ahead and adhere them to the base of our gift box. So this is a pretty easy project, a little tedious, but it is easy. And y'all know I really don't even be doing paper crafts like that. But y'all, this was so fun and it was really, really cute. What kind of things do y'all think y'all gonna put inside of y'all box? I was just thinking like candy and I don't know, like it's a good size box, but you can't really fit much. So like maybe their favorite candy in the card and stuff like that. So this is how it's looking so far. And then we're just going to go ahead and assemble the handle. And you guys let me know in the comments what other tutorials and things you guys would like to see me attempt. And we'll go ahead and do that. So once we have our handle together, we're just going to go ahead and attach some double-sided tape and adhere it to the base. And then last but not least, we're just going to go ahead and glue our little letters on for our sign. Then we're going to put some double-sided tape on the back and just pop that junk onto our mug. Y'all, can you believe this is all cardstock? Like, how cute is this project? Absolutely love it. I can really see myself making this a few more times. So for this part of the project, tweezers will be your best friend. Just helps minimize the mess. And the letters are so small, it's just easier to work with. So once I have all my letters on, go ahead and attach my double-sided tape. And then we're just going to go ahead and pop that on. And we're done, you guys. This is the final result. And how freaking cute is that? Absolutely love it. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you'll be putting in yours or if you even plan on making this. And until next time, I'll see you later.